Hello everyone and welcome in this new video, and today we will see how to create a Southeast Asian inspired environment inspired by the floating markets in Thailand more specifically. As you can see, like this, with a lot of boats, the water and the street on the side. As you can see, the level here with the house, all the market products, the boats and the food inside. You see, it's like a large level, and today we will see how to create something like this. So first, what you need is really good reference. I will show you here like this. You always need to start with good reference to know what you will create, So I had some pictures like this, but I am also watching YouTube videos of people working there, taking the boat, and so you can see like this all the products. I needed to have a different level of details, like the small products, the boat, the side of the river with the small buildings, and then the houses. So this is the way I approach this, with the small market products with the side of the river like this, all the small products, and on the side you can have the house like this, some small bars and restaurant. And you can see the house like this, that I really got inspired with this. And the product on the boat with the mangoes, the bananas, the coconut. And so everything starts with this reference. This is the pillar of your project. Then I like to start by creating some textures. I identify what I need, and then I create these textures in Substance Designer. There are many ways to get textures, but I like to create myself on Substance Designer because you can really easily edit them like this. You can really play with a lot of parameters that you will put, and this way you can really have the result you desire. And so I create like this. You can also take them on Quixel, you can take them on internet, you can scan yourself, many things. But I like to create everything procedurally on Substance Designer. As you can see here, the wood plank. I don't have only the wood plank, I have also like the metal for the roof, for example. This will be useful for the roof, like here. This kind of textures. I was identifying all the main material that I need. The wood planks, the roof texture, the concrete like this, and the metal for also, like a lot of parts like this are just metallic or metal painted. So once I have this, I start to model everything I need. So I needed the boat, as I told you, the house for the background, and all the props for just the side of the river. So we have like this kind of market covers that I call them, and this will cover the product inside. And all the side of the river are these small modules like this. You can find everything here like this, all the small modules like this, and the market cover, and under the market cover, the details of all the small products that you can find, and the boats, of course. Okay, so let's say I model everything, and then I add the textures directly inside Blender that I exported from Substance Designer. You can use, again, multiple ways to texture your project, your assets, but for modules like this, and like an environment that is really modular and you have a lot of pieces, it's really, for me, it was really easier to take the procedural approach this time with the tiling textures, and to texture everything with tile textures, and not to put them in Substance Painter for this one. I also let the houses open if you want to do something, for example, inside, if you want to do a market inside, but I didn't create anything inside. And you can see here all the houses, and for example, how this one is similar to the reference I got here. This was really a a good reference, like when they work, when they are going inside a small house floating like this. And I did some modules also, the roof. Yeah. And then you texture everything, and you can be inside Unreal Engine. You import everything, and you have all the assets you need. I will show you here. So here then you can find like all the boats, the small props for the market. The challenge here was to have enough props to the challenge here was to have enough props to make it really lively, like an environment that there are so many assets, so many products in the market that it is really lively, you know. So here you have the house, all the side of the river, and all the small props to make it a bit more believable. And here are the boats. And with the boats, then I could like fill them with all the assets to make them like a bit in the reference. I wanted something that the boats, they look like they have a lot of product inside. And I did this with the pack level actors because you can see it's a lot of objects, a lot of bananas, like here a lot of mangoes. So for me, the best way to optimize all these mesh, because you can see it's a lot of mesh everywhere, was to do some pack level actor. So the mesh are instanced. As you can see here, for example, it's a lot of mesh, but it's really, really helpful because I can just edit this one here. And by editing this one, it will edit all the same boats inside the level. So for example, I will add something new here. Or let's say you want something different, like I will add some kind of top like this on top of the boat. Just do it really quickly like this. Let's say like just something like this, really simple. And all the boats sharing the same blueprint will update also. So I commit the change, and you see all the other bots are also changing. It's really, really useful to edit the level like this when it's big, and to have the change at a really big scale. Really, really nice, and also really optimized way. I will do a video on how I created also this kind of boats with a lot of fruit inside, and because how did I put all these objects like this, because I was using the physics simulation to use this, and it was really, really convenient to create that kind of mesh with a lot of assets inside. And to start a new level, it's kind of always the same approach. You create the directional light, then you need the skylight, the post-process effect. For the exposure, it will help a lot. And then the sky atmosphere. I put every light into dynamic light, as you can see. And this is how we start with the level, always starting the same way. Just setting up the lighting, and then I start to add the first props inside. Once I'm done with this, I just start to add the first assets. So of course, we are creating a floating market. So I need to add the water first. It is like my base. So I build the water directly inside Unreal Engine with some normal map I created inside Substance Designer, and then I created the shader inside Unreal Engine. So as you can see here, I'm starting to put the first mesh that will build the side of my river. So all the floors, and this on top of this floor, then I will be able to build the architectures, and in the middle then I will put all the boats and all the market products like this. This is how I work on this environment. The the hardest point is the starting point. Where do you start? Where do you go? But I had my reference, so I knew where I would go. I just needed to have like some just a base, like the side of the river to create on top of this. As you can see, I also put the mannequin just to have like the size reference. And then I started to build and to build like this on top of this. And this is basically it, you know. You start to build and you see what fits, what doesn't fit, and you continue to build on top of what you created. So now I will leave you with the time lapse I did, like I recorded myself. So enjoy watching and see you later.